Okay, students, I hope that all of you have rejoined. Uh, the point which I want to explain is that I hope that all of you can see the page from where I want to explain you. Actually, what I have done that I have performed a question that was keeping the letter Lx square mx plus n. So I am telling you that if we replace LMN with letter ABC, then it will be obviously another quadratic equation, but the solution will be very much parallel to the above one. Instead of M, there will be B. In place of L, there will be letter A, and in place of C, there will be the letter uh, N. Fine. There will be the letter N. So what will happen that once you will replace it, these things will be changed. Actually, it is a very famous formula that is called as quadratic formula, which we will use in the next exercise directly. Its proof is written on page number 5. Fine. Its proof is written in the textbook on page number 5. But the proof is exactly on the same lines I have performed the previous question for you. Fine. So what I want you know from you that you should solve question 3 up to part number 8. I feel that you can solve 8 parts from question number 3 by completing square method, and you can solve one of this page number 5 proof, which is called the quadratic formula, which I am just showing it right above it. It is parallel to the same question as I have done for you. It will give you the result of the proof as well, for which is written on the page number 5. What you have to do is simply you will solve it on your registers, because right now you don't have the copies for grade 10. You will solve this exercise on the pages or on some register somewhere very neatly. And I also want to tell you that today, because obviously you can see that there are 20 participants, as I told you last time, that there are about 65 students in the classroom, boys, girls all together. And because only one third are taking interest, so this is very discouraging factor for me, that I'm spending time, I'm sitting at one place, I am engaging myself for you, but very sorry to say that the students are not taking any interest in the studies. So that's why one thing is that from tomorrow onward till 13, there will be no more online classes. Fine. I will upload these things. I have recorded the previous lecture as well, but due to some reason, it could not be recorded. Uh, Due to some technical error, the video was not recorded properly. So if you can write here. So what I would like to do that instead of do the things correctly, you just have to write these questions in your copies or somewhere in your registers very neatly. And I also want to tell you that we have finished the question number 3. This question is also uh, a part of a board exam. These are very important as well as lengthy questions are concerned. Fine. And as I am telling you that we will restart, or for example, after the 30th May, any other classes. In the meantime, you can keep in contact with me. If I will make few other videos for you from next exercises, I will upload for you, and I will give you the update on WhatsApp group. Now you can ask any question, or you can talk to me about anything other than uh, this topic or anything else. Yes, all of you students.
Sir, question number 3 के part 9 और 10 में
Okay, part number 9 and 10, I would recommend, Meg, what you can do for part number 9. That for solution of part number 9, uh, for solution of, oh, I will answer you one by one quickly. I will answer you. I will answer you. Wait for a moment. For part number 9, what is required? If you look at the book, part number 9 is very much similar to the question 1, question 2 last parts. Like question number 1, part number 5 and 6 are in form of fractions. And what we had done in question number 1, if you remember, that we converted part number 5 or part number 6 into standard quadratic equations. So what is the, I would recommend that part number 10 will be a little bit difficult for you to solve, but part number 9 can be workable for you. if you want to solve in such a way that you will first convert part number 9 of question number 3 into standard quadratic equations, as we have done last time for question number 1 and for question number 2 as well. You will convert it into standard quadratic equation, then you will go for then the question will become very similar to like it is in question number 3 part number 1. The shape will be converted to just like question number 3 part number 1. First task will be that you will convert it into standard quadratic equation, then you will go for the completing square procedure. Fine, then you will be able to find the answer. But I would say that part number 10 will be slightly difficult for you, so leave for me, I will solve it for you. But for part number 10, part number 9, you people can solve it yourself by converting it into first standard quadratic equation. Yes, another student, Remisha, you wanted to ask anything?
Yes, so the formula from which you have finished these questions is a bit different
Remisha,
using the
can you
completion
speak?
square method.
बेटा, can you speak little bit
So
louder?
जो उस फॉर्मूला से आपने हमें कंप्लीटिंग स्क्वायर मेथड बताया है, वो जो बुक में लिखा हुआ है उससे थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है.
I did not get the question. Remisha, can you repeat the question again?
सर जो बुक में कंप्लीटिंग स्क्वायर मेथड दिया हुआ है वो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है.
Okay, whatever is written in the book, actually the same theme is been used. Fine, I have not done differently from the textbook. The main point is this. I would explain you again. Actually, my second camera battery is running out. So I want to tell you that the procedure for completing square is that you arrange the terms in according to the formula. And what I am telling you, the main point is that for the second term, with the second term, you will multiply it by 2 and you will divide it by 2. So once you will do this procedure, you will be able to see which is the second term whose square is to be added and subtracted. But that's it. This is the point. If you can, either you follow the textbook or either you follow the whatever I have explained you, it is the same thing. So the point is that you will arrange the terms according to the left hand side of the formula, and then you will apply the formula to make it a perfect square. So because perfect square or the completing square is the last year's topic of exercise 5.2 question number 1. So either you have learned it from any other teacher or from me, and obviously I normally tell the same thing whatever I have told you earlier. So I hope that it needs little bit practice. Once you will perform it, then you will be in a better position to answer these questions. Fine, but obviously there is nothing different from the textbook. I have explained you that when you will perform the question, it will become parallel whatever is written in the textbook. I have just seen the book as well. Fine. Anybody else who want to ask the question? Yes, students. Anyone else who want to ask the question? I also want to tell you that please listen that still no decision have been made that how your marking will be done. There are some formulas which are circulating on websites or on the WhatsApp groups, but unless until the board will not tell us, board will not notify us, we cannot say anything about it, right? And there are the proposals that maybe next year both 9 and 10 papers can be conducted together, as similarly grade 11 and 12 papers can be conducted together, because you people know that every year first the grade 9 papers are grade 10 papers are performed, and then grade 9 papers are performed. So there is a proposal under discussion that there are chances, I'm not saying anything final, there are chances that maybe next year both grade 9 and grade 10 papers can be commenced together. It is quite possible because every year it happened. So what point is this, that please uh, keep in touch uh, with the websites, with the board website, unless until the final notification is not there. I can't predict anything for you, and please, you should not be happy in a way. I can't understand why you are feeling so happy. uh, what I would say that if the grade 10 papers were performed, they already have taken all of their exams, they are free now. fine. They either the board should mark them together, all of their papers, and they should announce the result. But because there is no reason for that, grade 10 have already given their all of their papers. But the problem, or you people were a bit unlucky in a way, that because only if the next six papers were performed, then you people were in quite comfortable position that you have gone through the papers. But because you have not done it, it's not a part of becoming some sort of happiness for you that you are not appearing in your exams. Please try to understand, it's your career, it's your building lineup, it's the first step through which you had to pass through. And if it has not been done, and in either way it can affect you in many ways. But hopefully, because no decision has been made so far, so you should wait calmly, you should see what's going on. And if the both exams are commenced together, expected decision might be like this one. Or if they offer any any type of calculated formula to give you some average marks, I feel that in average marks it will not be a good decision. Obviously, it will be quite disturbing for you. And if the exams are to be commenced together for grade 9 and grade 10, again it will be a big problem for you. Fine. So my suggestion is that you should pray that anything whatever will be done, it should be in your favor, because you people have to go into colleges and you have to go for your universities as well. Those marks are included. Some percentage of metric has been taken, some is taken for FSC, and then entry test marks are included to get admission into the university. It's becoming very tough nowadays, because the private education is becoming very, very expensive. You can't afford 4 million, 5 million. It will be difficult for your parents to afford 3 million, 4 million, or 5 million for one child to offer them a private degree from a private university. So means that obviously there will be merit, and it will not be an easy decision for them. So I hope that whatever the decision will be there, it must be in your favor. But if the exams are to be commenced together for next year, for both for ninth and 10th, you will have to carry both the syllabus, ninth syllabus and for grade 10 syllabus. It will be very difficult, but it will be easy for the board. And if the formula has been done, that whatever you will perform in grade 10, that will be multiplied by 2, and then you will be rewarded as, obviously that will also be a bit disturbing for you. So don't make any speculations, and sometimes you people do strange sort of things in the group discussions. So nothing is clear. They were asking that only on Friday, most probably the decision will be done. And then it's about, I was checking, 40 lakh students, the 4 million students have registered all across Pakistan for appearing in the board exams from grade 9, 10 and 11, 11 and 12, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So it's not an easy task for the government as well to take the decisions. So that's why it's a time consuming process. So what I would suggest, that please keep preparing, keep practicing. In any way, in any form, I would say it's not a happy news for you. Either you got average, or even you will get your both exams conducted together in the next year. Fine. Okay, anything you want to ask quickly, then I will wind up. If you want to ask anything regarding your exams or something like that.